What is up, guys? So today what we're going to be doing is talking about why, if you are considering a first upgrade for your truck, why you should consider getting a body lift. As your first upgrade. So if you guys for some reason aren't familiar with what a body lift is, basically you're gonna end up getting these spacers that go above your frame and lift the cab and the body off of the frame. So that's what a body lift is, just in case, you know, I'm sure 9 out of 10 of you guys know what I'm talking about, but just in case you didn't, now you do. So a little bit of background on my truck. Has a 9-inch lift, has a 6-inch suspension lift, 3-inch body lift. It's on 35s right now, which will be in the very near future going to 38s. I know I keep saying that, but I just kind of like, these tires are still pretty new, so I'm gonna let them wear down a little bit more, and then I'll throw the 38s on there. So yeah, bed liner paint job that we just did. If you guys want to see the videos of us doing this, you can go check that out. Also body lift videos of us doing that, suspension lift videos. Basically the whole build is on my channel if you want to check that out. And the video I posted yesterday was how to move your bumper back up to the stock location after you do your body lift. So when you lift the body and everything, your bumper is going to stay where it is. So I showed you guys yesterday how to actually move your rear bumper back up so that it doesn't have a big gap in it. Which looks a whole lot better. So yeah, and I actually need to repaint my diff cover because it has some trail damage on it and it started to crack, so I just peeled it off, but I need to redo that. So I didn't really prep it very well when I sprayed it anyway. It was just kind of a quick thing and it didn't last, which I wasn't expecting it to, so I do need to redo that, so I apologize for that. But yeah, all right, let's get going with it. Alrighty guys, so the first reason why you should consider to do a body lift as your first truck upgrade is because obviously you're going to be able to fit bigger tires on it. So pretty much it's the cheapest way to put bigger tires on your truck. So if you're looking for more off-road capability, sorry, there was just a crow like friggin' eating something in the road. I think it's a Dunkin' Donuts bag or a McDonald's bag. Side note, but you're obviously going to be able to fit bigger tires on it. It's the cheapest way that I know of to put bigger tires on your truck. So with a 3-inch body lift on my truck, which would be, so say my 96 F-150 was a stock truck. I don't know what the stock tire size was on it, but if I were to put the 3-inch body lift without the 6-inch suspension lift, I could probably pretty easily fit maybe like a 33 or a 34-inch tire, which is still, like, you know, bigger than stock. So you're obviously going to have better off-road capability because of it. Downside to that is, with it just being a body lift, like, everything's pretty much going to stay where it is. You are, if you put bigger tires on it, going to get slightly better ground clearance, but not really a whole lot. So kind of it's something to take with a grain of salt. Like, yeah, you're going to have a lift. It's going to look like you really have a lift, but a lot of the stuff is going to stay where it is. So you'll get slightly better ground clearance, but it's not, like, you get what you pay for, honestly. Like $150 for a 3-inch lift, you kind of get what you pay for. I mean, it'll look better, it'll perform better too once you put the bigger tires on it, but it's just something to keep in mind. All right, so other than being able to put bigger tires on your truck, number 2 is going to be that it keeps your center of gravity lower. So your body goes up, but your engine, your frame, all of the suspension components all stay where they are from the factory. So that's going to keep your center of gravity lower, and it's going to handle better than if you were to put like an actual lift kit in it. So that's kind of a plus. If I had a 9-inch full suspension lift in this truck, it would probably have a whole lot more body roll than it already does, which it kind of has quite a bit of body roll as it is, which is a good thing. So, and plus they don't make a 9-inch kit for my truck, so I kind of had to do the 6-inch body and the 3-inch, well, no, sorry, the 3-inch body and the 6-inch suspension lift. But it keeps your center of gravity low. You're not gonna have as much body roll. You probably won't flip the thing. Yeah, you don't start flipping stuff till you start getting insane lifts anyway. That's just kind of a side joke there, but yeah, reason number 2 is because it's gonna keep your center of gravity low. Okay, so number 3 is going to be that it is very easy to install. So on this truck, it probably took me, when you guys go back and watch the videos on this, it was super easy. All you do is take out the bolts, jack the body up, and slide the mounts under and put the bolts back in. So you could probably do this job, if your bolts aren't completely rusted in like an hour. So depending on how old your truck is, if you have a 96 and it's like a rotted out 96, then it might take you longer than an hour, but my bolts came out super easy. So this truck is actually it's completely rust free now because I just restored the whole thing. But when I was doing the body lift, it was still relatively rust free, at least like the frame and everything like that. So install time on a body lift is way less than it is doing a suspension lift. So it's cheap, it's easy to install, and it's not going to take you all that long to install it. So reason number 4 is that if you put a body lift in your truck, it's not going to really change anything else. So with that being said, it's not like you're going to put a 3-inch lift in your truck and then say down the road you want to go higher than that. You'd have to take out the 3-inch kit, put in the 6-inch kit or whatever kit you were to buy. With a 3-inch body lift or whatever size body lift you want, you can put the body lift in just so your truck is lifted and it looks cooler and whatever. And then down the road, you can put a suspension lift on your truck also, which will just add to the body lift. So that's how I get a 9-inch lift out of a 6-inch suspension and a 3-inch body. So really it leaves you a lot of room to expand upon your truck build if you do that as kind of like a first mod. Because you might be like, oh, well, I just kind of really want like a little lift, 3-inch lift. So you just put the body lift in, and then a little bit down the road, you might wish your truck was bigger, like I did. And granted, I had the suspension lift before I had the body lift, but it applies the same way. After a while, I got so used to driving this truck that it didn't even feel lifted anymore, and it had a 6-inch kit in it. And I was like, I need something bigger. So I put I put the body lift in it, and it works both ways. So it still leaves you room to upgrade, and it's not gonna really mess with anything else, which is actually probably my number 1 reason why to put a body lift in your truck, is that reason. Because it leaves you just a lot of room for expanding upon the truck build. You guys know what I'm saying. Okay, so reason number 5, and technically I already gave you 5 reasons, but I'm going to give you a 5th one because the first reason was kind of 2 reasons. So this is kind of like a weaker reason, but holy shit, the sun is blinding the hell out of me. I'm all out over the road. There's little cars behind me, wishing I'd go faster, but I ain't going faster. This thing's got a top speed of 55, so. What the hell was I about to say? I was gonna say something. Shit, I don't remember. Okay, so I remember what I was gonna say. This is kind of, if you don't move your bumpers back up where they're supposed to be. So if you just put a body lift in your truck, now this really kind of depends on the laws where you live, but in New Hampshire, there's a bumper lift law. So like your bumpers can't be over 30 inches, which mine are well over 30 inches, and they're gonna go up higher than that once I put the 38s on it. But depending on where you live and what your laws are, it's gonna keep your frame where it is. It's gonna keep your bumpers where it is unless you watch my video and lift your bumpers back up. So really you won't be able to get pulled over for having a lift in your truck because you won't be breaking any laws, which is For like a 16-year-old kid, that's a good thing, because you're not going to be getting in trouble, and you're not going to have to spend money to, like, you know, fight a lift ticket, you know what I mean? Alright, so those are my 5 top reasons why doing a body lift in your truck would be or actually, it doesn't really have to even be a truck. It could be a Jeep, it could be whatever. But why a body lift is a good first upgrade to do. And I have a hair in my eye somehow. That's my top 5 reasons. Price, ease of installation, low center of gravity, whatever the hell else I said. I don't even remember. Yeah. So, top 5 reasons. Obviously, there's going to be cons to it too, but I mean, in my opinion, the pros outweigh the cons, so just something to think about, I guess. There's really, I can't even, off the top of my head, what's a real con to putting in a body lift? I don't know, maybe that your truck's going to look better, I don't know. Maybe that you're going to have a gap in between your frame and your and the bed of your truck, so there's going to be a gap there, which you guys saw in the beginning of the video, which you can fill that in. They Performance Accessories, the people that made the body lift for me, they sell what they call gap guards that go right there, so there's no gap there, so you can't see right through your truck. But I mean, I don't know, cons, I don't really know of any cons, honestly. I really don't. But just on a side note too, the upgrades that are going to be coming to this truck. So I told you guys before in a previous video that I'm going to be getting a ranch hand bumper for this thing, and also that I'm going to be putting 38s on it. So those are like the 2 upcoming upgrades that are going to happen to this truck. So I think that probably January is when I'll be buying the ranch hand bumper, and I'll be buying the 38s shortly after that. So just in case you guys are wondering on a time frame with that, that's when those things are going to be happening. Probably another month, and then both of them will pretty much be getting done. So, oh, and there's this fucking stock Jeep that just decides he's going to pull out in front of me. Must be owned by a woman, honestly, because it's a stock. Oh no, it has a little bit of a lift. I think it has like a 2.5-inch kit, but it's definitely not big. And they have these freaking flashy rims on them. People nowadays. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful to you, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. Also, you can check out my Instagram, and you can see behind the scenes stuff when new videos are coming out. I'll leave that on the screen right now, so you can check that out. It's just bearbait01 official on Instagram. So yeah, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys probably next week. All right, thank you guys for watching.